Okay, so here's the instructional video for the penny build space shuttle. First, what we're gonna do, or what you're gonna need to do, is just cut out the plans. So that includes this little weird triangle thing, the whole space shuttle body, and the wing. So I'll get started. Okay, so now once you have all the parts cut out, then you want to trace it on foam and cut it out of the foam. So you have the foam pieces that are identical to these. So when you have all the pieces cut out, first of all what you have to do is glue the wings together. I use hot glue, so I glue it, I put glue and squish it together, then I tape it. Okay, so I drew a line down the middle of that, then I'm going to take this piece right here and put glue on it down the side, the bottom, and then stick it on. So just kind of line it up and squish it down and make sure it's like square and even and stuff. So just kind of like, and then there might be like a little hanging over on the back. If there is on yours, trim it off, but there's not on mine. So that's the top part of it. Now you have to put on this little tab that I lost on the bottom. So then take a ruler and measure 4 inches back from the nose, like from the tip, and make a dot right there at 4 inches back. So that little dot right there is where your center of gravity should be. It should be around that dot. So what you should do is take a penny and kind of lay it on the top of the space shuttle and put your fingers on that dot and move the penny around until the plane balances on your fingers. So it's like centered. The center of gravity is over that dot. And then once you find that place where the penny should be, you kind of measure down from the middle of the penny to under the plane, and then that spot where the penny is, that's where you should put that other little piece of foam. So that's like the hardest part of the build, but that little piece of foam should be about right where your penny is gonna go. Now you can paint it a pretty color with spray paint or something. Okay, so I painted it yellow and blue, and now we're gonna talk about this little tab on the bottom. The first thing it's for is to have a handle when you throw it, a handle to hold on to. And second is to adjust the center of gravity. So I tried to cut the little slits up here and put the penny in those slits, but when you toss it lightly, it'd glide perfectly. But when you throw it too hard, like when it has a lot of airspeed, it just goes down. So for some reason it was slowing it down and making it more unstable. So when you put the penny on the bottom, it becomes a lot more stable and works a lot better. So what you should do is that like under the penny, like when you measure down from under the penny where it should go to balance out on that dot, you should like put that little piece of foam in the middle of where it measures down. So that way when you cut the slit in that piece of foam to hold the penny, it'll be right under where it should be to balance the plane on where the center of gravity should be, which is 4 inches back from the tip. So mine right there, it's weird. I did the video wrong, so that's why I'm like redoing it with voiceover. But mine should be farther forward. So this is where my penny ended up to make it balance right. The CG on mine was about 4 inches back from the tip, but on yours it'll probably be different. So you really need to play with it. Cut some different slits in here and just move the penny around. Take it out and glide it and see where the center of gravity should be. It should just kind of go in a straight line, barely going down. It shouldn't like go up and then fall down. It should just kind of go like that. So play with the center of gravity and you'll probably get it right sometime. So now I'm going to go glide this. So mine turned out pretty good like this. There's the dot for 4 inches back. That's where around where it should balance. And my penny's way up there, so you have to really adjust it and play with where it should be.